Yo, it's your boy Jenno. In today's video, we have a weekly vault spotlight. In this manga, we have Kaiju number 8. And if you guys don't know what Kaiju means, it basically means huge monsters. And in Japan over there, they're like a huge fan of this like Kaiju thing. And there's like a lot of movies and TV shows about them. The most well-known one is probably like Godzilla. So what makes Kaiju number 8 like different from like other Kaiju series? Well, I'm gonna get into it. But first, let me just talk about the characters first. The first character I want to talk about is Kappa Hibino. And I would say his character is that, he acts like a man child. He screams a lot. But, I don't really hate him. I actually enjoy him. He's really great. And when he was a kid, he wanted to grow up and kill these kaijus. And not only that, but he wanted to do it together with his childhood friend named Mina Ashiro, who actually becomes the captain of the defensive force who are in charge of killing the kaijus later on. I would say Mina Ashiro's character is she's very beautiful and she's the captain, so she is like the strongest one there. And there's a lot of people who want to be like her vice captain to fight with her because she's just that awesome. And I would say she doesn't really have that much personality, and whenever she speaks, it's mostly on orders. I'm hoping later in the chapter she reveals like what her personality really is, but we don't know yet. And unfortunately for Kapka, the best job he can get is cleaning up the kaiju mess. And yeah, not the best job in the world, but this is the best job he can get because becoming in a strong defense, you have to be really strong, which he isn't. Then we meet Reno, who is a new recruit to the cleaning division. And yeah, he has like a very serious face, but him and Kapka have like the best chemistry together, where they have like banter on each other and scream at each other and have funny jokes on each other. And yeah, I really like these two together. And he's the one who actually like pushes Kapka to try one more time to try the defensive force, because it's basically his last year. He's 32 and the age limit is 33, so he might as well try one more time, what Reno says. And then out of nowhere, a kaiju attacks Reno from the underground, and Kapka was gonna save him by being a distraction and Reno to run away. But Reno, he didn't want Kapka to sacrifice himself for him, so he decides to return back and they decide to go together, and they're gonna stall this kaiju together until the defensive force come in and save him. And that is exactly what happened. But they still came out with injuries. And this is when the big twist happens in this manga. So there's this small little kaiju in the hospital, and it was aiming at Kapka, and it seems like Kapka ate this monster, and then he turns into a kaiju, and yeah, that is a big twist, and he becomes Kaiju number 8. Now his monster look, guys, it is one of the most cool looking things I have seen like ever. He looks scary, he looks strong, he looks like very awesome. Now Kapka, he was like freaking out and all this stuff. We don't really know what really happened, but we know he can control it. When he becomes a kaiju, he can control everything in his body, and he is very powerful. And Kapka and Reno, they decide that they're still going to join the defensive forces, even with this weird side effect. So they had to keep it a secret. And the rest of the chapter is mostly just them in training with the other trainees, and we get to meet some of them. I'm gonna only say like one character that stands out, and that is Kikuru Shinomiya, who is actually the youngest one out there. She is 16, but she is the strongest rookie out there. And yeah, there's like a whole story with her. But I just want to say that one part. They stay in this training mission together, and they fight kaiju. And these kaijus, they seem to get stronger and stronger as chapters go along. Like at first they're just normal kaijus, but then they start to regenerate themselves, and then they start talking like they're, and then they start speaking, and they know, like, now they know how to like actually fight now, and yeah, now they're getting stronger. And I'm sure Capcom has a lot of conflict with his secrets. You know, these defensive forces are supposed to kill these kaijus, and he's a kaiju now, and they don't care if you're like a good guy or bad guy. Is what it seems like. So yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of conflicts there, and I only read like to 20 chapters, so I don't know how he became in, how he got these kaiju powers. I'm sure they explain a lot of stuff later in later chapters. So yeah, guys, what are your thoughts on Kaiju number 8? Have y'all read it? Is this the best kaiju like kind of series out there? Who knows? But that's the end of the video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Peace.